Alright then, so a wild traditional roguelike has appeared. A Steam curator feed for the roguelikes group I'm basically a part of. I snatched this one up quickly to see what it's basically all about, so here we go. Full gear. Songs of steam and bright machines, sounds of sludge and aeroflux, sights of might and endless blight. Will you too be here? Things will wings to ring the bells, frets with nets to trap your yells, tongues and bombs to long for hell. Will you too see gears? Alright, neat little intro, I guess. Full Gear, version 1.0.0 beta, created by DeWit, I guess. Now, I'll note that when I basically was look at the references here, it'll say here in the lore, Full Gear takes place in a Steam universe as an unnamed dungeon series made in Minecraft consisting of 3 consecutive maps. So this one's basically inspired by Minecraft, just dungeon here. This roguelike here. If you wish to have more blah blah, you can basically get them. There's the crest basically. So, DeWit is the sole creator of Full Gear. All art, music, design, and code is self-made. There's official discourse here. There's a Steam page in the game in case you forgot or pirated it. The official full game subreddit. So there's that. For some links to official social media, click on any of those above links. There's settings here. So basically you have large chat text. So there's a text for all conversations, making reading them easier. Play run startup, mute music, mute sound effects. Play run on exit the base. Blah blah. Let's begin, so we can actually see what it's all about. Alright, so choose one. This cannot be changed later. We have traditional. The way roguelikes are always meant to be played. All items are always unlocked. Boost challenge are unlocked but optional. The tutorial is available immediately. Can be difficult to get used to, but requires no grinding or restarting. We got modern here. Modern roguelikes have a bit of a softer learning curve. Complete goals to expand item pools. Boost challenges are locked. After the first run, unlock the tutorial. Allows you to get used to the mechanics without being overwhelmed. You can enable all the items at any time. I'm not sure that's technically how traditional modern basically worked, but let's just go with modern because I like the idea of a softer learning curve. Electron, you need any help with that? I'm fine, just let me hold on. Shaky, shaky. There we go. Finally, we're in. And it only took us 2 hours to get here. It's for science! I just need to figure it out. Why not hire a team? Oh, come on! Where's your sense of adventure, Electron? I want to see it for myself. Wait, is this all? That can't be right. It's probably down that hole over there. Oh yeah, let's get go. Hang on, just wait a minute. This place, if you would have done your research, is not a joke. Many people disappeared or presumably died. Pfft, that was years ago. It's probably deserted anyways. Do I really need to over-explain why you are in fact not immortal? Like you over-explain every joke you make? No thank you. I don't do that. I do know a joke about it though. And here we go again. What is the similarity between over-explaining a joke and dissecting a frog? You may understand it better afterwards, but you kill it in the process. Ouch. See, if you dissect a frog, you have to kill it first. Obviously. But you have to look at its organs. After that dissection, you now know a bit better how a frog works. But it doesn't matter, the frog is dead. This also works for jokes. If you explain a joke, you kill it. An explained joke is no longer funny. It's a surprise that's the funny part after all. However, you may know a little more about joke structure. So next time you hear a similar joke, you laugh, because you understand it. Similarly, next time you see a live frog, you can look at it and think, yeah, I know how that animal works now. And you didn't have to kill it this time. So that's the analogy. Killing a joke is like dissecting a frog. Yeah, she killed the important part now, but later on is worthwhile knowledge. I sacrificed in both situations. The joke also works because killing a joke is like killing a frog. So you can say you killed both, it makes sense. That's the point of an analogy, I guess, two similar things. But in this case, the analogy is a joke. You don't expect the punchline. It's funny because it's unexpected. Of course, the real punchline is me overexplaining it. I tell you a fact about overexplaining to proceed to overexplain the fact. That's a self-reference, a moment of meta-humor, and therefore quite hilarious. Are you still listening? My point is, the current joke I'm telling you is funny simply because it's meta. And the longer I ramble on, the funnier it gets. So, do you get the joke now? Have I killed it? Can you even kill this joke? Let's see, maybe I can explain it again. It'll be even funnier. So, nice is replaying it, right? Yep. Alright, well, there's a funny joke for you guys. Left click on a tile to take its position, okay? Hey, where are you going? I'm done with you. See you in an hour or something. Wait. I prepared for this trip. I really did. Here, put this on. That's a video and audio transmitter. I'll be able to keep watch. Right, fine, but don't talk too much. Yeah, here, take this too. That's a state-of-the-art lore extractor. Some items literally speak for themselves. That's nice, but I'm not here to figure out some tragic past. One last thing. This one's a bit experimental. You ready? What the? Alright. Yeah, you're pretty safe now. Good travels. I'll be here on my laptop. Ooh, power outlet. And Ethernet cable. I'll be fine here, absolutely. What was the last thing you'd put on me? Nothing. You'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. Right, but now I'm worrying about it. So don't. That doesn't help. Too bad. Fine, I'll go explore a bit, and when I die... You won't, I believe in you. If I die, you can't have my catalytic converter collection. See you around. Alright, well, I've got nothing to report right now. You never have anything to report. Then maybe you're spending too much time up here. Alright, well, I like the fact that we can basically use the mouse to move around. But, okay, so we can use the cursor keys. Now, note by the way, it looks like this is basically cardinal direction roguelike, so that's a thing. On one of there's basically item item pool options, and this is basically enabling the items to appear or not. Oh well. Let's just get to the dungeon, shall we? And let's just see if I can change this a little bit. So hold to run. Instead of taking one step at a time, you keep moving that direction. So yeah, now I basically move in a direction. For fine controls, by the way, I can just click around. So whatever. Let's do this. All right, so kernel. Is this a compass? Current temperature, neutral. A perfectly fine temperature, nothing happens. Alright. I have no idea what this thing basically is. This is awesome. My health right here. It's dead. I'm guessing that's poison. Alright, so definitely it's probably better just to keep, like, that off. It's a little bit too, like, fine to controls. Like, I'll note basically, like, games like, say, like, Dungeon and Dreadmore and stuff like that, they basically have, like, animations, so, like, you take at least some time moving around. This doesn't have that, so it's really not, beneficial, like, to... Oh, okay. So I'll notice cardinal directions, but, it looks like, you can attack diagonally. That's good to know. My health is coming back slowly, by the way, so... Let's hit the space bar and, like, we'll apparently pass our turns here. I wonder what this basically does. Thesis. Remembered History, Chapter 1. Hang on, am I really going to read this? It's ancient history. It's taught everywhere. You should know this. I mean, I could give a new give a new perspective on things. Also, did you pay attention in history class? Heh, extremely fair point. I read it aloud, so I can hear it too. Ugh, fine. Reading class it is. Ahem. Remembered History, Chapter 1. In the beginning, three gods created the universe. After that, a whole bunch of uninteresting stuff happened, and now we're here. But that's not what you're here for. I've gotten many requests from my readers to publish my work more widely, to write in a more engaging way. But most importantly, to write about the Sapphire Caves. I understand where it's coming from. It was a key event in our history, after all, but it happened so long ago. Fortunately, all 9 cave heroes are still around thanks to the Geranius. 7 of them are findable. I've come into contact with 5. The warrior, the thief, the mage, the spirit, and the angel. Legendary people, of course, all extensively in our history books. A true blessing they're all still alive. And they have so many stories to tell, stories we cannot lose to time. So dear readers, here you go, my last series. One about the cave heroes, Sapphire Caves, Geranius, and everything they've been through. 7 chapters. Instead of forgotten history, this is something that should be remembered forever. Remembered history. The legacy of the world, finalized and trapped in a bunch of paper. What else could you wish for? So, I guess, like, I could probably, like, read this if I want to. Or get skip of, like the escape key. So, it looks like that's basically a thing in this game, by the way. There's, like, a lot of, like, lore you can basically, like, get into, like, and speak pieces like that and stuff like that. You, hello, sir. Lead engineer, greetings. You aren't going to attack me? No need. I am here merely to keep the dungeon intact. Interesting, I thought you were hostile. Negative, I treat all entities equally. Well, that's a huge relief. Do you have anything useful for me then? Information, a weapon, some food? Negative, my duties are to detect and repair. Damn, too bad. I'll let you be on your way then. See you around. Cool. I like the idea of, like, having, like, various factions in a roguelike, right? So, different, like, temperaments for, like, people. So, I'll note this is basically a cardinal direction roguelike, by the way, just because, like, you have to move in, like, 4 directions. But apparently, you can attack in, like, diagonal directions if you want to, so that's a thing. I think I just waited in front of that monster and didn't get attacked there, so that might not be like, intentional. Just gonna wait up here a little bit for more health. Fire. For 10 turns, debuff strength 2, the natural result of entropy. While on fire, you will take damage every turn. You can douse the fire by extending water or getting to lower temperatures. Okay. That's a fire trap, obviously. Alright, so this guy basically, like, I don't think it moves, like, entirely, like, every turn. Is there, like, a rest key, I wonder? That's something I know about. There is, like, no keys basically telling you how to play this game. You have to, like, sort of, like, into it, basically, so I figured out like space basically like rest ourselves. You have to use like Cardinal's directions to move around, but there definitely could be like some information you basically given and like the the keys you can basically compress. So yeah, weight does basically like let these guys attack me, so watch out for that. Let's just wait up here a little bit. There doesn't seem to be any like problem with like waiting, by the way, so why not? Let's just wait a little bit. At least maybe it'll be like Pixel Dungeon, but not quite there yet. Oh, that was a trap of some sort. Corruption for 19 turns. Something soaks the soil is not good. Each turn, corruption tries to convert any other effect into more corruption. Additionally, for each stack of corruption you have, you lose 1 attack and 1 defense. So that basically weakened me a little bit. That could probably like do with a timer, by the way, like a visible timer. Bonus accuracy. You gain bonus accuracy temporarily due to some type of buff. Your accuracy is better. Probably because I missed. Maybe this is like a map. Oh no, it's basically like a waypoint thing. Interesting. Alright, that's basically it for stuff over here. I'm more of like picking up scrap or for like, picking up like, currency or something when you basically kill these guys. And I get the feeling that this guy basically like just respawned here. Or like spawned in here. So I'm getting like cast of the wind vibes basically for like the guys in this like dungeon. Basically they can like just appear after you kill enough of them. Hey Electron, can you make this thing disappear? Not from over here. No, it's too well connected and engineered. 6 wires are connected to this generator. Red, green, yellow, blue, white, purple. 6 of them active. Maybe I can decrease that number. They're probably connected to some robots down there. Oh yeah, that would make sense, wouldn't it? Who put this here, though? Wait, there's a sign on this thing. This dungeon is extremely well guarded, so stay out, A. Sounds like a threat. I'll figure it out. Something important is locked behind this wall. I can feel it. Bang, 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 bang. Oh, you know what? Let's figure out that, like, you can use the numpad if the numpad's basically turned off. That's good to know. By the way, there is no bump attack in this game, so when I basically use the mouse, it's because there's no other option so far. I have to bump attack basically to, like, do stuff. I wonder what that berry basically did, if anything. Electron, I don't know what half of these utilities do. What about the other half? I don't think I've seen the other half. Ugh, you never listen to a word I say, do you? Use control plus left click to get more information on anything. Helps a lot with these mysteries. And you can always mess around a bit. Throw some stuff with shift plus left click and press the button, who cares? But what if that kills me? Then you successfully learned what the utility does. Alright, so here's a map for utility. It looks like a computer screen, but it's more of a radar. When used, it tracks nearby items and locations. Okay. I guess these are like nearby items by the way over here. So... I wonder what that trap does. I should probably actually like control click on these guys to see like, I have no time for chit chat. See you around. So Guardian, a friendly yet intimidating thing and mostly metal, won't harm you and instead repairs the dungeon and helps NPCs. I also don't want him running into stuff because basically he takes it on me. Hey, look at that! There's basically like, some concepts of possibly stealth in this game. Refiner, utility. Num num. Put free scrap in it and it'll turn it into a drone part. Which part? Impossible to tell. Alright, so we got ourselves this stuff here. So we got ourselves glasses. Wearing any goggles allows you to see enemy health. You need these to see properly. They're not that useful though, considering your eyes are only like -1, -1. So I guess we're like a blind type of character. Or like, nearly blind. Clothes! And that dark blue really sucks for us, like, background by the way. Zero defense. Wearing any armor allows you to negate cold temperatures. Just regular clothes. Make sure you don't freeze to death immediately. Don't take them off. There might be cameras. Shoes, boots, basic, resistance 0. Wearing any boots allows you to negate warm temperatures. Shoes aren't really stylish. They can redirect heat into the ground. Still, these old pieces of leather need replacement. Locket, necklace, basic, 0 luck. Wearing any necklace allows you to interact with NPCs. Just a simple necklace with a few small gears. There's nothing special. You always keep it around around for memories apparently. Wrench, weapon, basic, +5 attack. Wielding any weapon allows you to attack. Your trusty and never-failing rank, extremely useful and versatile for engineering and combat. Can hand out a good whack or two. Gloves, gauntlets, basic, 0 accuracy. Wielding any gauntlets allows you to make drones. Some warm and well-fitting wool gloves, poor defense properties, at least to put your hands against your own steel. We have some other stuff here. We got like apples, so +4 max health, +20 health. Eat food to instantly heal and raise your max XP. So okay. So basically, you can eat food to basically increase your like max XP here, and like to like heal. So it makes sense basically to use this when we see getting like injured, but not like before it. Emerald pendant, necklace, copper quality, +1 luck. Guns deal +2 damage. Even though you don't have to fire its bullets, its presence alone gives you hope making your next shot slightly better. So, well, I like the idea of getting luck. So, doing things takes time, you know? Turn skipping occur whenever you did something else. Using utilities, for example. It works exactly like stun, except it cannot be cleansed or resisted. Okay? Asteroid Bell, Bell, no rarity, unknown effect. Use it to identify this bell's color. Bell colors are randomized each run. You have no idea what this bell does. You might want to be careful using it. It looks shiny but frail. And scrap. Can be used to in a variety of places. Resources can be stacked but not activated. Some bolts, gears, screws, nothing worth breaking your neck for. It's too flimsy and loose to personally construct something out of, but maybe a machine can do it for you. So, I guess we need more scrap. Now, I do like the idea, like the fact that basically it has it so, like, you know, when you're basically in like your inventory and you do stuff, it'll actually, like, you know, shows you how long you basically have to spend like basically doing it. It's not like, you know, hey, you can basically do something like, you know, the game like basically just like, you know, ticks down outside of it, like, you know, Soul Rogue basically did. Something tells me that's an alarm trap, by the way. Another one of those guys right there. And there, down he goes. So thief, human. You're not alone in this dungeon, you know. Some visitors are able to dodge the drones for long enough to go insane. These lost souls rely on stealing to survive a little longer. Down you go. Now, we have an inventory, by the way, but I'm actually wondering how you basically access that said inventory, so... E! Alright, so if you press E, by the way, it basically gives you, like, you know, your character stats, apparently. We can see how much health we basically have right there. Empty slot, can fit any token, cannot be moved. Regeneration. When active, heals you for 1 health, cannot be moved. Oh. I suddenly understand what this wheel's basically for, by the way. Oh, nice. It tells me what this all does here. So, attack. You deal anywhere from 5 to 20% to 5-20% damage. Passive attacks have 0.25% chance to critical. But I'll note basically, like, you know, this wheel down here. So, basically when it's basically up here, I get my, like, regeneration. So that's how I'm basically regenerating basically here. Whenever the wheel basically goes around to, like, that point, we basically regenerate. Alright, well, that's fine. Bell trap, inactive trap. This trap was triggered and will no longer work. Connecting to an underground bell, this trap will call out all nearby enemies when triggered. Bell tower, landmark. A strange tower with a silent bell at the top. Seems to be heavily vandalized. There's a small panel on it. Hmm. Ooh, smart gloves. So I can put these basically on here. Those will give me a 9 more accuracy, which is nice. I have no idea what this basically does, so meh. Now, I know basically the idea of this game is it's like sort of like a puzzle crafting game, I guess, where you're supposed to, like, you know, construct drones and stuff. Lost Traveler human. Not everyone down here is robotic or insane. Some are both. Passerbys generally get chased away quickly, but these wanderers clearly have some other way of defense. Down you go. So here's some gripers. Marking, hitting enemies marks them briefly, so marking plus 2 crit. Punch them some more. I don't know what predicting basically does. Predicting, always hit mechanicals. Oh, okay, so I always hit mechanics, like Roblox, I guess. I was clicking the arrow buttons by my keyboard now. Oh, that's interesting. WSD is like another way if you're going to move around if you want to. So if you want to, you can basically like WSD and like use the E to basically like go in your full gear here. All right, so interesting, I guess. Now, something I want to test by is like if I basically use the mouse here. All right, so note that when you're basically using the mouse to move around, the enemies will basically still like move like as normal. So it doesn't basically like stop the game to like save you if like you make a mistake like letting them move around. So something to watch out for. Sprocket Spider, mechanical. Giant spiders are scary, no doubt. Fortunately, these small additions cannot do anything more than attack melee. Let's get review. Floor tile. This is an empty spot of floor. As with most floors, you can walk here. Devi, please do something other than looking at floors. Here's a cursing trap. Honestly, you're not sure what's in here. Might be anything really. In any case, tricking this trap will curse you. Okay, let's just avoid that. Life sensor item. You know this is an item that is probably does something, but it's hard to tell from here. Okay, let's pick this up. Some gloves, I guess. More gripers. Ooh! A Sprocket Scorpion. A slightly more dangerous variant of the run-of-the-mill steampunk Scorpio. Sets you on fire both ways, but it's stronger from distance. So that's a ranged like character. Good to know. Machinerator, utility. Ooh, fancy machines. This bad boy can weaponize one piece of equipment, making it 25% more effective. Hmm. So that'll take me 5 turns basically to do. But now these are a little bit more effective. Actually have to take it out of the machine, by the way, which takes 3 turns. Alright, well, interesting. I'm guessing we can only do that once. I don't like the fact that that's basically taking me turns to do stuff, by the way, but I guess it makes sense. Loose nuggets covered the floor. Drones are repairable when walking over them. Okay. We don't have a drone yet, but whatever. Sprocket snake, mechanical. Reinforced with bronze bolts, this is not a real snake. However, its fangs are designed to insert toxins into your veins, so don't feel bad about trampling it. Hmm. Oh, I'm coming back up here because I want to see what these machines are all about up here. And yeah, that's definitely something to watch out for. Like, if you basically click around like a mouse, enemies can get like free attacks on you if you're not careful, so it sucks. Hmm. I have a light sensor, by the way. I guess it's for like, one of these like, gear things. So yeah, tunnel device. Fast travel saves a lot of walking time. Don't worry, your drones will be transported too. So basically, that's basically your fast travel system. Scout drone. Common floating menaces, hovering enemies ignore traps and are harder to hit. This particular instance can also chase you quite quickly. Oh, it stole something from me there. Specifically stole my ammo pendant. That's good to know. So those like thieves can steal from your actual inventory there. Interesting. Guess it's like, wait here and get our health back here. So this seems to be like a game that's got some interesting gimmicks and stuff like that, but at the same time, I think it suffers a little bit from like a lack of like, tutorial. I don't necessarily think like, you can basically like, have like no tutorials or thing, right? So some explanations are probably needed. There's the Guardian just walking around doing its thing. Just gonna get our health back here a little bit. One of those like thieves if they like steal stuff and like they run away from you or not. So power field box utility. Crates of wires is clearly for freeing a passage to something important.